Hi friends, today we are going to talk about and learn how to solve question number 10, question number 11, question number 12, question number 13 and question number 14 which are displayed in your screen. Okay my friends, so now let's start and solve question number 10. So 10th question says, by what number should we multiply minus 7 upon 16 so that the product may be 46 upon 28? So this question, as you can see, it is a multiplication type question. So here order does not matter that where we put our variable, but still we are going to put the position of the variable at the correct place so that you don't get confused in the subtraction and division question. So to solve these type of questions, you have to one simple trick that instead of saying by what number, put the value x. By x, we should multiply 7 upon 16 so that the product may be 46 upon 28. So now as I replaced what number by x, and now the sentence becomes by x we should multiply minus 7 upon 16. So whatever sentence says, you just write it out. So as the product is 46 upon 28, so the product or the result will always be at the right hand side. This is a fact. So 46 upon 28 would be always alone. And most commonly we put it at the right hand side only, and it would be alone. Don't put variable with the product. One simple rule. And now as it is asking that which number should we multiply minus 7 upon 16. So write minus 7 upon 16 the number and multiplied with the number which you want to figure out. So this is the equation. Minus 7 upon 16x will equal to be 46 upon 28. Why 46 upon 28? Because 46 upon 28 is the product and product is the result of the multiplication. So it means that we don't have to write x with the product, and that is why we keep the product alone itself, and the variable always comes with the second number. So I have tell you the trick, that is so that you don't get confused, because many students may get confused in this part. Product would be always be alone. Now we are going to start solving the equation. So as it is saying x, so x will equal to be as simply 46 upon 28 divided by minus 7 upon 16. It is easy. Why division? Because it is multiplied. Here multiplication is there, so that's why we are going to divide it. Inverse operation. Division is the inverse operation of multiplication, that's why. So we are going to just put it like this. And right now, don't take it reciprocal. Don't take it reciprocal right now. Okay my friends, so this would be the equation. And now as I told you, when we divide any rational number with another rational number, we'll take out the reciprocal of the second rational number. That is c upon d. We are going to take the reciprocal of c upon d. That is d upon c. And now as we have taken the reciprocal, so we are going to change the division sign into multiplication sign like this. And a upon b would be a upon b like this only. So a upon b divided by c upon d equals a upon b into d upon c. This is the rule here. Now same thing here we are going to apply. So we will have 46 upon 28 into 16 upon minus 7. We have taken the reciprocal of the second fraction. Don't take the reciprocal of first fraction or both fraction. Only second fraction reciprocal must be taken. Now we are going to simplify. We can cut the factor of 4. So we have 4 4s are 16 and 4 7s are to be 28. Now it will equal to be as 46 into 4, and if you multiply, you're going to get answer to be as 184. Like this. 4 6 are 24. 2 carried over. Then we have 4 into 4 16 plus 2 18. So 184 at the numerator. 7 to 7 would be 49. But there is a minus sign also. So minus sign you can put at the denominator, at the numerator, does not matter, but in most of the cases we put at the numerator only. So minus 184 divided by 49 is the answer here. So this is the answer of the question. Remember, we have to keep the product, that is 46 upon 28 in this case, always alone. and don't put the variable with this number. So now let's solve the 11th question. So this is a tricky questions. We have addition, subtraction and division. So in this case, let me solve here. As you can see the third part here, all the parts are very similar, so I don't want to explain every single one. So we are going to just solve the third part here, and rest of the parts I'm sure you can solve it yourself. So now we have to find the value of a plus b divided by a upon a minus b, like this. So now let's see. A equals to be minus 6 upon 7. So we have minus 6 upon 7 plus minus 2 upon 5, that is b. This we are going to solve first, and this will be divided by, here like this, it will be divided by minus 6 upon 7 minus 2 upon 5, like this. So now let's see. So as plus multiplied by minus is minus, so we can write like this also, minus 6 upon 7 minus 2 upon 5, like this for the bracket, and divided by, here minus into minus is always plus, so that's why I can write like this also, minus 6 upon 7 plus 2 upon 5. So like this I have changed these signs now. Here plus has become minus and minus has become plus, and negative 2 upon 5 has become positive 2 upon 5, like this. So now we are going to see. As we know, 7 and 5 are co-prime numbers and prime numbers, so their LCM would be just basically 35 only. Here LCM of 7 upon 7 and 5 would be 35, that is their product. So now let's see. So as we know, this type of questions can come in Olympiads as well as school exams, so you don't have to waste your time by just multiplying by individually. So I'm going to just present a short trick. It is cross multiplication. Multiply, see, this cross multiplication only works if the LCM is equal to the product, like this. You can use this method when they have a smaller LCM, where LCM and their product does not they are not same. You can use then also, but I prefer that it is best way to use it when LCM is equal to their product. So let's see. We are going to just cross multiply like this. 5 into minus 6 is minus 30, like this. 5 into minus 6 minus 30. Then 7 into 2 is 14, but there is a minus sign also. Minus sign is there, so we're going to put minus sign here. Minus positive 14, like this. Minus positive 14 divided by 7 into 5, that is 35. This thing would be divided, as I am going to change the division sign into multiplication sign. Why? Because now I am going to take its reciprocal now. So see, here 5 into minus 6 would be minus 30 plus 7 into 2, that is 14 upon 35. Now as I change division sign into multiplication sign, so now I'm going to take its reciprocal of this fraction, and when I take its reciprocal, I am going to get the answer to be as 35 upon minus 30 plus 14. See, I am just skipping some steps, but you have to just simplify it and take it reciprocal and change this sign. I am just changing this sign before in hand only. Now I can cancel the factor of 35, add in new denominator. We get minus 30 minus 14 divided by minus 30 plus 14. Minus 30 minus 14 would be minus 44, and minus 30 plus 14 we have just subtracted 30. We get, here we get 16, so we get minus 16. Cancel the minus signs, we will have 44 16, that will be 22 upon 8, that would be 11 upon 4. So 11 upon 4 would be the answer here. You can verify it. We get 44, and 14 plus 16 is 30. So that's why we can say that we have solved the questions correct. So plus 11 upon 4 would be the answer. Rest of the parts you can solve it yourself. Now 12th question. So 12th question is actually a word problem. Now 12th and 13th would be word problem, and 14th would be practical again. So cost of 808 1 upon 5 meters of cloth is rupees 10 and 1 upon 4. We want to find the cost per meter, that is for 1 meter. For 1 meter. So if for 8 1 upon 5 meter is rupees 10 upon 1 upon 4, So for 1 meter, it is logical, it would be rupees 10 1 upon 4 divided by 8 1 upon 5. Like this, the value would be greater than 1 as logical. So now let's find it out. Before simplifying it, we are going to just convert them into improper fraction. So 4 into 10, first of all we are going to multiply, then we are going to add like this. Same thing for the second fraction, multiply denominator with whole number, then add the result with numerator like this. 4 into 10 40, 40 plus 1 41, 41 upon 4 divided by 5 into 8 40 plus 1 41 upon 5. Simple. Now as this division, I am going to convert this division into multiplication and take the reciprocal of the second fraction. So the answer would be 5 upon 41. Cancelling 41 at the numerator and denominator, we will have the answer to be as rupees 5 upon 4. Don't forget the unit here. So rupees 5 upon 4 will be the answer, or 1.25 rupees if you want to convert it into decimal. So 1.25 rupees is the answer here. So this is the answer for the 12th question. Now let's solve for the 13th question. By what number should 65 upon 30 be divided to get minus 13 upon 6? Remember friends, here in this case, here division is come, so order does matter. If I put the variable at the wrong position, then I am going to get the wrong answer. So see, when it is saying product, difference, sum, quotient or get, when these 5 words are used in a question and afterwards there is a rational number here. In this case, minus 13 upon 6 is the get. Here I have used a get word before minus 13 upon 6. It means this is the result. This rational number would be the result, and result is always alone. So minus 13 upon 6 will be always be alone and no variable I am going to put here. So now the question comes, now 65 upon 30 is the leftover rational number. So I have to put a variable in the left side or at the right side. So see, it is saying 65 upon 30 be divided. Okay my friends, if I replace what number to x by x, we should 65 upon 30 be divided. So it means I am dividing 65 upon 30 into some things. 5 divided by 2, it means I am dividing 5 into 2 pieces. So same thing, it means that 64 30 I want to divide this number by something, by some amount, so that I get minus 13 upon 6. So it means that 65 upon 30 would come at the left side and x would be come at the right side. Okay my friends, if you are able to understand what the question is asking us to do, be divided meaning getting divided. So be divided means always at the left side. If you are able to understand, it's fine. If you're not able to understand, I'm going to just tell you a trick. So trick is very easy. Variable will always come at the right side only, no matter what. Be it addition, subtraction, multiplication or division, variable will always be at the right side and not at the left side. I just given you a short trick. You can remember this trick very well, and this trick is very easy. Variable will come at the right side, be whether what. Okay my friends, it will come always at the right side. But make sure that you read the sentence carefully only. Otherwise this rule may not work, but this rule works every single time almost. So the variable will be always at the right side. So same thing I have applied here. So now I have just see, we are going to simplify 65 upon 30 by 5. So 13 into 5 would be 65 and 6 into 5 would be 13. So 13 upon 6 divided by x. So see, x can write x as x upon 1 also. And when I divide a fraction by another fraction, I am going to take it reciprocal like this, and division sign will change to multiplication sign. Why I have done it? So now see, left hand side becomes 13 upon 6 into 1 upon x. So it will equal to be as 13 upon 6x, right? Now I convert it into the left hand side to only at a rational number, only one rational number. This equal to minus 13 upon 6. Now are you able to see the trick? See, here 13 upon 6 the fraction is same only. The fraction is same. there is just a sign change. So it means x here, this is not any rational number, it is an integer and it is -1. X equals to be -1. This is the answer here. How? Because see, 13 upon 6, see left hand side and right hand side have the same exact rational number. Same number, only sign is changed. So it means the x is the number which is making sign change. And -1 is the only number which makes a rational number sign change without changing its value. That is its numerator and denominator, it changes only sign. So by logic also, x is equal to -1. But if this trick does not work, you just cross multiply like this and you can find x very easily. But x is this only. Very logical. Now 14th question. Divide the product of -16 upon 11 and 2 upon 44 by the product of 1 upon 9 and -3 upon 4. So see here. First of all, as it is saying, we have to find the product. Product what is being used, first of all we are going to multiply. -16 upon 11 multiplied by 2 upon 44. Like this. Cancelling the factor of 4. 4 11 is 44 and -4 will come at the numerator. So -4 into 2 becomes -8 and 11 to 11 becomes 120. One number. And the second number is 1 upon 9 multiplied by -3 upon 4. Cancelling the factor again, we get -1 and 3. 3 3 is 9, 3 into -1 -3. So I'm going to get the answer to be as -1 upon 12. So now it is saying divide -8 upon 121 by 1s1 upon 12. So now see, I just told you simple trick. A by B, it means A divided by B. Simple logic. So here by word is being used, so divide just directly only. Divide directly only. So it will equal to be as -8 upon 121 divided by -1 upon 12. Both will have a minus sign. Both are negative. So now I can change it to be reciprocal. It will equal to -8 upon 121 into 12 upon -1. Now I can cancel the minus signs. So I will have 8 into 12, that is 96 upon 121. And no common factors can be cut here, so this will be the final answer and this is the answer. 15th question is similar to 14th question. I'm not going to solve it, and 16th question just fill in the blanks, that is very easy. So now I'm going to end up this exercise, that is 1.3. Next video I'm going to continue with the exercise 1.4. Thank you for watching this video. If you like our channel, so please subscribe to our channel and please give us a like and please subscribe our channel. Thank you.